What's up, guys? Jason Noble here, and since the World Cup finals are set, I think it's only right to discuss them and give my match preview. All right, so as we saw, Germany won yesterday with a 7-1 demolition of Brazil, and today Argentina won in a penalty kick shootout against the Netherlands. So this is, in my opinion, an extremely interesting final. There's a lot of history to this as well. One of the main talking points, I would say, is the two finals that Diego Maradona played in as a player were against Germany. He won one and he lost one. That sets it up perfect for Messi to seal his legacy as the best Argentinian since Diego Maradona. And Germany is looking to become only the third team in football history to get 4 or more titles. They'll join Italy with 4 and be just one behind Brazil. Now, as far as who's the favorites and who's going to win it, I'm going to come out and say I'm not going to pick a clear winner. I think most people are going to be going with Germany. Most casual fans are definitely going with Germany, but I don't think that's quite right. I think many people are getting swayed by the performance against Brazil, and I'm going to tell you that that really isn't a performance to judge Germany by. And the reason is, Brazil played just that bad. You can't take anything against Germany for that performance because they did what they needed to do and they won convincingly. But how many teams at the World Cup level are just going to gift you goals like Brazil gifted them so many goals? I haven't seen any other team in the World Cup literally jogging back on defense, getting stripped the way Brazil did. It was a sorry sight for someone who is a big fan of Brazilian football. The only team that was even close to that was Cameroon versus Croatia, which they had a similar meltdown. But one major difference, the Cameroonian players actually seemed to give more effort. They just quit playing as a team. Brazil quit even trying. After the second goal in particular, they just quit. So looking at the previous games, Germany's definitely a good team, and they're definitely very capable of winning this World Cup. But I would say their most impressive victories were probably the France game and the Portugal game, which, to be fair, the Portugal game is somewhat similar case because of the early red card to Pepe. But they won that in convincing fashion, and the Portuguese were giving more effort and trying, and Germany had to do more to get the goals, in my opinion. And the France game was a solid victory. France is a good team, and Germany deserved the 1-0 win. As for Argentina, well, today was the only game that they did not win in the run of play. The only other game that went to extra time was the Switzerland game, which they did win in extra time off an Angel Di Maria game. Angel Di Maria will be missing the final, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, as I see him as probably the second best Argentinian player. But I really can't say an Argentina team that, with the exception of a penalty shootout against the Netherlands, is an underdog in this scenario. I just can't do that. They have been, even if they've had close calls against Iran, Bosnia, Switzerland, they have won all their games, and they look to be a very good team. Also, Lionel Messi has been absolutely outstanding. I think as far as individual players go, he's the best player in this World Cup. He has been showing it. Now, he didn't show it as much today, but I'm going to give credit to the Dutch today. The Dutch were very good defensively, and that's why the Argentinians failed to score in the run of play. As for other things about this game, these are two contrasting styles of football. The Argentinians play a very pretty South American technical style of football. I think Argentina is easily the best technical team in the World Cup. Not that the Germans are bad technically, of course. They are very good technically, but Argentina is on another level, and they showed it very much so today, technically outclassing the Dutch. And I expect the technical level to be shown in the final as well. Germany is, I'm not going to say they're 100% tactically better, but it's definitely a more European style of play. Maybe not the strict old school German style of play. They're a little more creative than that, but they have played to the one stereotype of being efficient and getting what's necessary to win most of their games. They are a very deserved finalist, and I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Now, the big difference between the two teams is Argentina has that one just world-class player that has the star power that everyone's going to be looking to provide the winning touch. Germany, in my opinion, is not this. Germany is a collection of good individuals that make a great team. It's a completely different scenario. I think most people would say Thomas Müller, but when you watch a Thomas Müller and compare him to a Lionel Messi, it's less individual brilliance. Thomas Müller does his role brilliantly, but the individual brilliance isn't quite there. Not that that's a problem, because it doesn't need to be. Germany as a team is a great team, and Müller provides a great role for his team. And switching that back to Argentina, it's not that Argentina's surrounding players aren't good as well. They actually, in my opinion, have a luxury of a wealth of attacking players, even with Di Maria out. Lavezzi, Agüero, Higuaín, Maxi Rodriguez. Rodrigo Palacio. Most teams would love to have one or two of those guys. And Argentina has proven the one thing everyone thought they would not be good at to be wrong. They've been very strong defensively. The only slight weakness I could see is I am a little questionable about Romero after Romero punched many of the crosses out, where if you would see, for example, if the same crossing situation would have happened to Manuel Neuer for Germany, I'm pretty sure Neuer would be catching these crosses and settling all the danger, to where Romero is electing to punch, but we'll have to see. I personally would be cheering for Argentina, but this game, in my opinion, could go either way. I'm not picking a favorite, and that's really all I have to say on the subject. Talk to you next time. Peace!